right? As I mentioned earlier, it's your job then to protect it from fire and theft. Like I said, you want to take physical delivery of it, but this is an issue that's, solvable, but, you have to think through it. The first line of defense when you're taking physical delivery of precious metals is to make sure that you don't tell anybody about it other than some trusted loved ones. And you tell them under no circumstances do you ever tell anybody about this. Now, I've had situations over the years, client, I have these discussions with them, but sometimes they don't listen. And one client showed his son, his 13, 14-year-old son, when the box came in, hey, look at this cool stuff, right? Put it up on the shelf in the closet. Dad goes away for 2 weeks on a business trip. Kid had his friends over, hey, look at this cool stuff my dad got, right? And you know what happened, right? Dad gets home, goes to look at his box of metals, and it's not there, okay? Obviously, you don't want anybody else to know about that other than a trusted loved one or two in case of an untimely death, right? I've also had a situation where someone purchased the precious metals, hid them, but didn't tell anybody, not even his wife or his daughter, who were the survivors after he died and were calling me up. Greg, your name was here on his file. Where are the metals? I said, well, here they were delivered on this date. Here's he signed for it, blah, blah, blah. They have to be there somewhere. So in weeks went by, they searched the house high and low. They couldn't find it. They called me back just in frustration. I said, well, what did he like to do? What were some? Oh, he loved his garden. Oh, you might want to go take a metal detector and go check out in the garden. Sure enough, he buried it. He buried it, but he didn't tell his wife or his daughter, right? So, obviously you need to tell somebody. Now, that protects you in some way, but you still have to protect it from fire. There's lots of ideas. You also have to protect it from situations that you may think are safe, like a bank safety deposit box. I can tell you one horror story after another over the years of being in this business of clients, right? I told them not to put in a safety deposit box, okay? But they didn't listen. And, one put it at a safety deposit box at a big bank, that the name you'd know. I don't want to share the name, but they put it there. They left it there for 4 or 5 years. One day they were with some friends for lunch, and the friends said their safety deposit box at this bank had been stolen. The contents had been stolen. They had some jewelry. My clients go, wow, we better go check. They got their key, ran down to the bank, opened it up, nothing there. Should have been $500,000 worth of gold. It was gone. So my client ended up having to sue the bank, hiring a private investigator, getting the police involved. After it was all said and done, both the police and the private investigator said that it was totally an inside job. This wasn't an outside job, that it either was a rogue employee or the bank itself was stealing from their customers. Well, I told this story at a conference that I speak at. I speak at these conferences around the country and in Canada. And after I spoke about this, someone else came up to me and said, same bank, different state, same thing happened during the 2008 crisis. It looks like there's good evidence to suggest that banks were actually stealing the contents of their own customer safety deposit boxes. And guess what? There's no insurance. I bet you most people don't know that. They think, oh, it's a safety deposit box at a bank. It's a scam. And what makes it worse is that after 9/11, Patriot 1 and Patriot 2 Acts state right in there. Here they name the very act that's taking away our liberties and freedoms, Patriot, right? They always do this. The Affordable Care Act, right? I mean, what's so affordable about it? People are about to find out. Nobody took the time to read the bill. Those of us who did read the bill can tell you it's so shocking, right? It's nothing, nothing to do with affordable. But anyway, these are just things you have to realize, that safety deposit boxes, according to the Patriot 1 and 2 Acts, can be opened up legally by the government during any kinds of crisis. And they have a whole list of things that they can confiscate out of your safety deposit box without your permission. So do you want to put in a safety deposit box? I think not. Okay, so again, take responsibility, store it yourself. There's all kinds of great ideas. I have a client that she's not very wealthy. She lives in an apartment. There's not too many places to hide things, but to protect it from fire and theft, what she did was, I gave her some of these ideas, but she took me up on it and expanded it. I said, you could go down to Costco and get a cheap 1 hour fire rating safe for around $300-400. Okay, well, that protects it from fire. Okay, how do you protect it from theft? Well, even the safe could be picked up by a thief, right? Well, yes and no, but what she did was she put the safe at the bottom of her Christmas decorations and boxes that she stores in a certain closet. And there's like 4 or 5 big boxes for all her Christmas stuff. She put the safe at the bottom of one of those boxes and put decorations on top of it. So a crook, unless he knows exactly where to go, is not going to find that. The statistics clearly show professional thieves are in and out of your house within 8 minutes. They're there to get the easy to access items. They're not searching through too much stuff, right? They're looking for things they can pawn quickly to cash. So they're in and out of there. They know if they stay longer than 8 minutes, the odds of them getting caught go up dramatically. So in and out 8 minutes. They're not going to go through her Christmas decorations. Each box labeled Christmas lights, Christmas decorations. The bottom of one, she has this safe that no one knows about other than her daughter. So, it's not the most secure thing, but it's an idea. And you can go to A to Z with this. How much money do you want to spend in securing your metals from fire and theft? But those are some ideas.